curious to see how this works as a sort of bottom paint. So I've got the wet patch roof tar. This mix this time is 1/4 of resin and 3/4 of the tar, plus whatever paint thinner was necessary to get at least some liquidity to it. Here's how it turned out. My goal is to have something hard on the bottom that will protect it while I'm dragging it across the rocks, and something that's easy and cheap to replenish. There's a bunch of solid oak scrap. I'm hoping to turn it into the yard at the top of the sail. I just don't have enough clamps. These are blocks of lead from a stock car I used to have. I'm working on the deck today because the snow down in the yard is a little bit too deep to work in, and in the carport it's melting just enough to kind of soak the whole area. Here's the yard so far for the top of the sail. These will be reinforcement pieces. I'll put those in later. And here's what the inside of the dinghy looks like right now. Still needs work, but it's looking a little bit better. Here's the progress so far. These batteries came from battery packs like this, which were from old Apple computers, and I spot welded them on the bottom. So that I can connect them in series to make 12 volts. And these are the charge ports. They're stuck in the side like that. Here's a total of 434 cells. Each cell produces 4 volts. These are Panasonics, made in Japan. Got a bunch of bags of these things. They go in like this. The batteries just fit in there perfectly. And then you try to press this on top. The spot welder broke, so naturally I took it apart and tried to fix it, but I failed miserably. All I did was short circuit a bunch of stuff. So this is as far as I've got on making my battery packs. I'll have to solder it, I think. The goal is to have 4 12 volt cells. These are 66 amp hours. And then this, which is a 4 volt cell, which is also 66 amp hours. And then combine those to make 52 volts if I want, or just use them separately as 12 volt packs. Got this trailer yesterday. It's 27 feet. It's made for a sailboat. It used to have a Catalina 25 on it. I'm gonna have to modify it. Note that big open section in the back. The bolts that I have at the bottom of the boat here for the engine should fit nicely in that space. This piece here I'll probably unbolt, and you'll notice that there's a piece in here that's movable. I'll probably cut this off, put this piece inside, and then put this piece as an extension and weld it up, and then same thing when I join it to this piece. That should easily be able to make it 33 feet long. It's designed to hold a total of 7,000 pounds. So this should be plenty for the hull by itself, and then I'll take the keel and everything else separately. Total cost of the trailer was $1,600. Has very few miles on it. These tires are 5 years old, so I might need to replace them, but they only have 100 miles on them. Of course, a 30-foot or bigger trailer would have been better, because my boat's 33 feet, but this is cheaper by at least half. A good 30-foot trailer costs at least $3,000, and I've been looking for about a year now. So I'd rather modify this one and get it for a lower price. All of these pieces, which I think are called stanchions, I'm going to cut them off, build a stand for the boat that's wider than the trailer, so that I can just put the trailer right underneath the boat and get it loaded. March was a very wet month, so I didn't get a lot of boat work done. I don't have a lot to show in this video, but there's a new channel called Clever Octopus. He bought a steel sailboat for $28,000 and he's rebuilding the whole thing. So if you need more boat work videos, it's a good place to go. I'll put a link to his channel below. Have a great month, and we'll see you in early May.